Yep. What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About It. I'm your host, Twist Johnson. So grab your drinks or your substance, or stay sober-minded, if you will. With that being said, let's start the show. But if you feeling my vibe, like, share, and subscribe. You can catch all my handles down in the description below this episode. And before we get into this young lady in the camera with us, you know what we like to do. It's the current events that nobody asked for. All right, so. Today's story is from Yasmin Rufo at BBC News, and she reports that activists were jailed for throwing soup on sunflowers. Okay. Um, so two Just Stop Oil, JSO abbreviations, activists have been jailed for throwing soup over Vincent van Gogh's sunflower painting after they came close to destroying the masterpiece. Faux Plummer, 23, and Anna Holland, 22, were convicted of criminal damages after the contents of two tins. I don't know if they meant to say 2 tons, but 2 tins of tomato soup were poured on a priceless 1888 piece at the National Gallery in central London. Judge Christopher Hare sentenced um, Plummer to 2 years and Holland 20 months at the South Walk Centre in Crown Court in London. They caused €10,000 worth of damage for throwing soup. Okay. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about throwing soup. Shout out to everyone who's out there that protest and them activists, but goddamn. All right, let's get into this. This is a treat. My sister is in the building.
What's up, Liz? How you
Chemistry.
doing?
Love it. So, without further ado, I know who you are, but for the word out there, tell us where you're from, what's your name, and a little bit about yourself.
All right, so my name is Purity. Some people know me as Black Butterfly. That's where Twist know me as originally. I'm from Detroit. I'm born and raised Motown all the way. I'm a singer, songwriter, and owner of a company called We Love Karaoke, Purity Music Productions.
Love it, love it. Welcome to the show.
Thank
Welcome
you.
to the show. Yes, I know as Black Butterfly, we've done music together. We come from the music scene, and we continued our friendship over. Good vibes. You don't let go.
That's right.
Before we even get into you, I had people inquiring about this hat. So I know that in some episodes I had this hat on. I'm just going to be forthcoming with you. This is a bad hair day hat, and I just didn't want to wear other hats. But I know that how that can come off. Like people might feel like, oh, like the internet can be cruel. But I have you know that I do have drips when it comes to the fitteds. But I'll try to change it up. It's just, it's natural for me. It's for me to trigger, it's a trigger that, hey, I got to get my hair done. But we're just throwing that in there. So before we jump in again, I just wanted to let y'all know. So let's ask you, singing, from what I know you from. How long have you been singing and what keeps you inspired?
Okay, well, I actually started singing at the age of 3. And surprisingly, I just went home a couple weeks ago, and I've heard the story 1,000 times. Like my mom will tell me this story all the time that like the very first song that I ever started singing was Babyface, Whip Appeal. And she's like, yeah, I used to be running around the house 3 years old singing that song. And so my dad, when I went home, my dad brought up a video. Like he had a VHS tape. My dad still got VCRs and stuff. So he
Mhm.
had a VHS tape of an audition that I that I did, and I sang Babyface Whip Appeal at 3 years
Oh,
old. It was crazy because my mom talked about that throughout my whole life. I've heard that story, but I never saw the video or never, I didn't remember it or anything like that. So
right.
to video was crazy.
Mm.
And then what inspires me when it comes to like singing and songwriting, I really love harmonies. Like that's one thing that I'm super big on, and especially when it comes to my writing, I like for my songs to have a message. So um, I think as far as inspiration, a lot of the great writers like Smokey Robinson, Stevie Wonder, people like that, like their songs, they thought about they was writing. So
Word. Those are the greats. Come
yeah,
on.
yeah. Especially being from Detroit, like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I have to
Motown.
pay homage to that.
Right, like even myself from being from Harlem, like we got like the Cotton Club and Sugar Hill, Duke Ellington, the Apollo, the famous Apollo.
Yeah,
So we're cousins when it comes to the music arts.
for sure.
But I've always wanted to like see what Motown was like. So have you ever been like to the Motown Museum?
You know,
I
it's
know that's a boring question, right? To
no, it's funny because I literally was having this conversation with my sister. We've never been, we've
oh
never
wow.
been.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna
All
lose some points.
him. It's horrible because like I feel like I'm almost not from Detroit because I haven't been.
Oh
And
my god! I
there,
hope they don't cancel you for that. I've been in
I know,
Apollo 1,000 times. Y'all Harlem cats know that, but
I know it's crazy because the one time I wanted to go, it was like closed for it was like closed because there was a flood or something that happened. But I will say my dad, like my mom and my dad, that they're boomers, so I was deeply engulfed in the Motown sound because like my mom, oh god, she's still in love with David Ruffin from the Temptations to this day.
oh
And
my
then
god,
on weekends, my dad would sit me and my sister down, and he had tons of albums. And I pay attention to songwriters
mm,
today because he would sit us down and play the record, and then tell us who wrote the song and like who was the guitar player on the song and all of this like music history. So I pay attention to stuff like that today. And actually, when I'm hosting karaoke, I found out, the song "Bust Your Windows" by
yeah,
Jasmine Sullivan.
Jasmine Sullivan.
Did you know that Soldier Boy helped write that song?
No, I actually did not.
Yeah,
That is actually a good spoiler right there. I did not know.
yeah, it's crazy.
Right,
So
oh,
I pay attention to stuff like that. It is,
Soldier Drake. Wow. Shout
yeah,
out to you, Soldier. You write
yeah,
R&B hits.
right,
Now it makes sense because he's always want to be the first to do something creative and crazy, busting
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Oh my God! You know what? What? Like I'm just forgot that we didn't get to do the pour out, pour up.
Oh, okay.
What a bit of excitement! All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's do the pour out and pour up. So, what is your pleasure to do? Are we pouring out or pouring up?
Um, let's pour up.
All right, let's pour up. Who we pouring up to?
I want to pour up to my parents, especially like my mom and like both of them, my mom and my dad, because I wouldn't be who I am without them, especially as they're in the older part of their lives. With my mom. My mom has dementia and Alzheimer's, and
Mhm.
it's been a struggle. And like shout outs to my pops for like never leaving her side. Like he's been there
Right.
through thick and through thin, and like it's just crazy. So shout out to both of them. I love them so much.
Word. Now, let's do a pour up. Shout out to the
Yeah,
family. Man.
yeah. Pour up, mom,
Pour up.
dad.
Yeah.
Y'all
Take
know
us.
I love y'all.
Love y'all too. I love y'all too. All right. Let's jump back into it. Stage performances. What stage performances have you done?
Well, so this summer I did a short tour with the band that I was in, and we did the OC Fair, so Orange County Fair. We also went up northern Cali, so we went
Mm-hmm.
to Berkeley as well as San Fran. So um, that was cool, and we also did Pomona as well. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and then we've done the Peppermint Club. Um, Trip Santa Monica, a few different places. Um, that was all just this year. So, yeah, we've had some performances last year too. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
That's beautiful. And you, I know you got a band, that you're joining.
I'm
Been in
building.
band, but we
Yeah,
got a new band coming into play. Okay, so
yeah.
what's it called, if you don't mind?
We haven't decided on the name yet. That's how fresh it is. I can tell you the structure.
Okay.
I have keys, horns, bass, drums, guitar, and three or four vocalists, including myself. So, a bunch of singer songwriters, good people, um, just dope, just really dope musicians, and I can't wait to get started. So,
Are you guys going to be local, or are you guys going to be touring in the tri-states or coasters?
we're working on that. We do have one residency in our pocket right now. We're gonna be working and building from that. The goal is to become a touring band.
Okay. Yeah, I better get that name
I
so
know,
we
I
can
know.
get that.
That's the thing. Cause like on our last meeting, I was like, "Can we get a name together?" And everybody was like, "Well,
Right.
let's fill out the vibe," cause everybody doesn't know each other yet. So,
Yeah, I mean, I got.
yeah, so they want to get the vibe going and then kind of figure out what get the name from that vibe. So
All right, cool. I mean, well, we're looking out for them. The future's there. Come on, Ben.
yeah, definitely.
Making the Ben. No Diddy. All right. So,
Yeah.
what is the struggle? Speaking of music, what's the struggles of being an independent artist?
I would say wearing all of the hats. So you're not only just the artist, you're your marketing team, your promotion, you're the business person, you are the manager, you are the person doing pretty much everything, especially when it comes to sourcing those things out. It could be difficult because I don't know. I feel like if you want to get things done right, you have to do them yourself. Sometimes, like, it's hard finding good help.
Right.
I feel like so. I think I would say wearing the multiple hats and then just time management. Those have been the struggles because I find it hard sleeping, which is why today I was just like, I'm not gonna do anything.
I mean, shit. I mean, do you feel like you could get your music out faster than you were able to do it before?
I would say probably so now. Yeah, I have good people around me that I'm working with.
Hmm.
Trustworthy people, people that are here because they believe in the mission and they just got good vibes. And it's not like a they look at me and they see money signs. Um, so yeah, I would say so. Um, just good, genuine people. Like it's been a struggle to find that, but I feel like I found that now, and it's good. And I'm
I mean, it's great. Tell us a little bit about the writing process. What inspires you as you're writing? Like, where's your thoughts at? How do you meditate on that?
okay. So I have to describe it from what one of my producers said, which I
Right.
funny. Um, so I used to sit in the studio with my producer, and like he would throw on a beat, and he said that I would just go off into like my own little universe where
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even be in the room with him, and I would be like having a full blown conversation with my subconscious, and
Mm-hmm.
like basically like put ideas from there. And he was like, "Yeah, it's crazy to watch you work. Like you would just be in there giggling to yourself and like having these aha moments." So I don't. I guess from a personal standpoint, I'm always just thinking like and trying to have an idea that's like fully well rounded and fully thought out. So if I think of, say for instance, I have a song called "Substance Abuse,"
Mm-hmm.
where it's it's not talking about it at all, but it's
Okay.
a metaphor for like being addicted to someone because you love them,
Mm-hmm.
going through withdrawals because you're no longer with them. But to well round that out, I decided to use like wordplay where I was taking drug names and playing them on words to where I was kind of playing with the phonics. So
Mm-hmm.
I might say like Percocets, but I'm actually saying perk up sis. So
Okay.
like, I'm telling myself like what was the line? It goes Percocets, but I'm saying that my friends are telling me to perk up sis. So
Okay. So
yeah.
you were playing.
Yeah.
Oh,
basically. And so that's
women, that's a
cool.
forgotten art, but you do still find that in battle raps. You gotta be very careful with lyrics when it comes to phases. But for the people who love music, and I'm sure they're gonna understand what you're getting at with that.
Yeah. And the whole song is like the majority of the song is like that. So
Right. I mean, so it's not about real drugs. It's just using drug analysis
exactly. Exactly.
analogies. I love it. I love
But
it.
that's like my whole thing is if I focus on an idea, I'm a like take it to the fullest
Hmm.
fullest capacity. I'm gonna really think it out.
Now, rapping. Let's wrap a little bit of mental health inside of it, since this is now a mental health channel. Like, how does music work for your mental health? Like, what does it do for you?
So self care is really huge for me. A lot of times when I'm listening, like I shield my ears to certain songs, like certain things I just don't want to hear, or I like tune it out. A lot of times I'm not listening to the radio. I have my specific songs that I like to listen to. Radiant Children, their art. It's a band. They
Hmm.
have a song called Mind Control. That song right there is Chef's Kiss. It's a great song.
Think of something in there. Who that's reminding you of that?
You said what? I ain't-
So who that reminding you of? Like, you like, ah. Mm.
that song is actually my alarm clock. I listen to it every single day because it's just a great reminder of just I'm in control of my mind, I'm in control of my body, and it's just a great reminder for that. And then on top of that, I do a bunch of other self-care stuff cuz
Mhm.
that's really important to me, taking time to yourself and really giving to yourself because you can't pour from an empty cup. So,
Right. Yes. Yes.
yeah,
I feel like music is therapeutic.
definitely.
I love music, but I also have a hatred towards it because it's therapy. So like as we were talking, you noticed how your body language about when you were describing the song. Music, although it's fulfilling, it can make you feel good, it can make you feel happy. It also could bring back triggers
Oh
and
yeah.
bring traumas, depending on where you were at when that song came out. So, like, I have a love hate for it. Like, oh, I love the song, but now it's connected to somebody
Yeah.
around that. So I hate the song,
Yeah.
or maybe someone might have passed that like probably played the song. So that's how I feel about music when it comes to the therapy. I think self-care is something that we're becoming more aware of and recognizing that you do have to take care of yourself and love on yourself. What type of things do you do as self-care other than music to for yourself?
Um, this is gonna sound crazy, but I actually do what is it? I do floats. So it's like it's anti-stimulation, like you basically like low stimulation float.
Hmm.
So it's I can't remember what it's called. It's called rest. Reduced environmental stimulation therapy. There we go.
Bring it out, yes.
Had to think about what it stood for. um,
Yeah.
basically, it's a 90-minute float. You're in about a foot of water. It's packed with like pounds of Epsom salt. It's completely dark. There's no sound. It's just you in the room. And so I take those moments to just really clear my mind. The water is so buoyant that you just float literally on top of it. It relaxes you. You're almost in anti gravity. I try to do those at least once a month. I also do not physical, massage therapy as well once a month. I do a lot of meditation. So going into, there's a meditation, a self realization garden here in Pacific Palisades that I go to, and I'll just spend
Mhm.
the day there, just doing things like that, listening to various lectures about spirituality and different things like that.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. You got a lot of self-care going for yourself.
I try. Yeah.
Self-care because what we get into next, you need a lot of self-care. Let's talk about your business.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Tell us about your business. I
Okay.
know I was happy to hear about this. Congratulations.
Thank
But let
you.
the world know what your business is.
All right. So I started the first pop up auto tune karaoke company. I want to
Mm-hmm.
say in existence because I don't think anybody's doing that. Um, but it's kind of crazy because it's been 20 years in the making, and it actually started out as a high school project. So I took marketing in high school. I went to Cas Tech CT. Uh, CT second to none. So I basically had a marketing class and we had to run a business in school for like a week or something like that. And I wanted to do something that would A, make money, and B, would be fun to do. So I had a karaoke machine and I took my dad's camcorder. I was like, make your own music video. So I had like the big goofy glasses and hats and wigs and all that stuff. I had to write up a business plan and all that stuff. And then my mom got sick. I had to go out to Detroit and I couldn't. I dropped everything and went to Detroit when my mom got sick. And so I was like, okay, I can't work my traditional 40-hour job anymore. So what can I do to make money? Because, I need to be there in support of my parents. Also, like, I need to make money. And I was like, well, I don't know how to DJ, but I love karaoke. So I was like, yeah, we're going to go back to the karaoke idea. and
Back.
and I started marketing for it. And my very first client was Cleary University up there in Michigan. And then I got my mom and dad to a place where I felt like this is sustainable now. And then I came back out to LA, moved everything here, and have just been working the company. I was doing it in my leisure time, but now that has turned into my full time. So I just quit my job about 3 weeks ago. So
Mm,
yeah,
that's quick in style.
yeah,
I gotta do that, like just have a band or something and be like, did it, did it, did it. I quit. Did it, did it, did it. I quit. Well, I
yeah.
won't do that. Yeah, I hope my my job don't see this. um,
Which
all
is
right.
the thing about that though. Like, that was actually totally unexpected. I literally was like, "Oh yeah, the job I'm working, I'm probably just gonna retire from there, and like, I'm never
Right.
gonna quit this job." And then, boom, like things just changed, like
I
that.
mean, on that financial freedom is a blessing, and plus you had motivation as well. Like you wanted
Yeah,
to make sure you took care of the parents. This is gearing towards that financial stability and freedom.
yeah,
Generational curses being broke,
definitely.
especially in our culture. Like that, that's something that we fully embrace.
Yeah.
Entrepreneurship, being on boss. Um, what are the challenges starting out your own business and what steps does it take? Like as far as LLCs and marketings and logos, like and just challenges in itself when it comes to like emotions, physical.
I
Tell us.
think just knowing who your target market is, being able to get in front of them. And um, I won't say really a challenge for me because, like, I find myself lucky in these situations, just being able to get in contact with the people that I have been able. Last week, I actually did a corporate event for Disney, ABC, um,
Right.
which I didn't, that was just out of nowhere.
No.
It wasn't like I was messaging them or anything like that. It just kind of to me. But I would say just understanding your brand, I feel like is challenging. And I've been told by people that the name of my company wasn't good enough, my website wasn't good enough, all these things, my marketing strategies weren't good enough. But they work is the thing. Earlier on when I was building the company, wasn't 100% sure about what I was doing, even though it was working. So I started to listen to what others were saying about how my company was doing and, to change the name and all this stuff. And I was going back and forth with people and I started employing some of the things that they said. And business started falling off. So I was like, I don't know. I feel like I know what I'm doing with this. So I just went back to doing what I was doing, and here I am. Things are going up again. So I would say just knowing a strategy and being confident in what you're doing. That's probably.
Mhm. Trying to get your business off the floor, have you experienced any anxieties or any depressions, any worry?
Uh, I think my biggest thing is just feeling overwhelmed, especially now because I'm doing karaoke gigs like 6 to 7 days a week, where it's just like, God, I got to do this invoice. There's this invoice I need to take care of. I got clients I need to talk to. I got nonstop marketing and promotion, some things that I have to handle, and all the LLC stuff. Like, I got to take care of that, get
Mhm.
doing my taxes and accounting, and just,
I'll get over that tax, bro.
yeah, it's just,
Same what's the stuff.
yeah, it's just a lot of stuff.
It's a blessing. Like it's
Yeah,
a start, and the best part about it is you did the easy part. You
right.
a lot of people they just have the vision, no execution. I say that a lot. Where's your business located?
It's in Los Angeles. We love karaoke. LA.
Mhm.
That's the Instagram handle. We are in LA right now, incorporated in LA. There may be opportunity to move outwards as time goes on, as we expand, but I just got to find the right people for that.
That's it. That's understandable. Have you employed people yet? Do you have a
Um, Not officially. I mean, I have people that help and
mm-hmm.
assist me on various gigs. And I'm actually venturing into another segment of karaoke that no one is doing right now. My whole goal with my karaoke business was to solve the hangups in karaoke. So I actually have 15 million songs because what annoyed me about karaoke was I would go and I would try to request a song and they're like, oh, I don't have that song. And I'm like, dang, that's my song that I like.
Word, man, like that's my go-to. I'm trying to pick up the chicks or like
Right. Like,
you know.
oh, and then another thing was people talk, they're like, oh, I don't sing. So I'm like, okay, I got you. I got the auto tune. So now you sound great even if you can't sing. So my point was for everyone to feel good with karaoke, for it to be an all-inclusive experience. So
Okay. So all the songs you got different genres, hip hop, country, rock, techno.
languages, especially 'cause
Different languages.
president, huh?
You say you got different languages too?
Yes, yes, yes.
Does
So,
AI got anything to do with this? Nah.
um, it's
What's the
because I have two residencies, so one in Hollywood and one in LA. So a lot of tourists come there, and they want to sing songs from back home where they're from. So I've done songs in Hebrew, songs in Turkish, songs in Thai. We had some French guys come in. We've had some Armenian dudes come in, and they're doing French and Armenian hip hop
wow.
songs. And I got the lyrics on the screen, and they're just losing it. Like, they losing their minds. Like,
Oh man, I'm interested in how this works, and I'm sure like people are inquiring like a karaoke business. If you could paint like a visual of how that goes, like are they going to a machine, or are they inquiring about you booking your services?
so what do you mean? Like,
Like, how does it work? I know for me, when I'm thinking about karaoke, I go to a bar and they have a screen, and then they just have the mic, and then we just tell people what songs we want, either the bartender or a DJ.
got it. So, I'm kind of set up more like a DJ. So I have a table, but I
Okay.
have a tablet on the table where people can request their songs, and I
Mhm.
have QR codes. So the QR codes are always on screen. I have QR codes posted everywhere, so people can scan the QR code. It takes them directly to my company website. They can
Mhm.
view the catalog there, or they could just directly type in their song, and then I just cue it up and call them up on stage. And
Oh,
have 10
right.
microphones, so we do sing-alongs. Because sometimes people don't perform by themselves, so we have various events. So I have hookah and auto tune, which
Mm,
is I'm partnered with 3 hookah lounges
okay.
throughout LA. So the focus is on everybody just kind of singing however they want to sing. I always offer auto tune if they want it. And I have the concert karaoke, which is in Hollywood, where
Okay.
this is for like karaoke enthusiasts. So like if you a
Okay.
singer, you could play the trumpet or violin or whatever. This is your time to perform, but
Mm,
it is karaoke. So um,
cool.
this Sunday, I'm actually doing a mimosas and karaoke brunch. So that's
Mm.
new. Uh,
Day drinkers out there if you're in LA. I love that.
yeah. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Tuesdays we do R&B karaoke, and that's kind of our celebrity night. Um,
Love it.
it's hosted by Mr. Rocky Rock. He's affiliated with Bone Thugs and Harmony. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so we have a lot of celebrities that come out on that night. Um,
Salute them.
yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing who's gonna come through because it's
Mm.
gonna be a thing. And
Yeah,
then
take those pictures and put them on your media. I mean,
yeah,
yeah.
so I
Um,
don't want to drop any names because
no,
like
no name dropping. It be there. Like
I heard.
you giving a lot of sauce right now, so that's it.
Yeah.
So it's not all right. You say a hookah and then mimosa. So, there's packages that you can have for the karaoke. Like it's karaoke packages.
Well, okay, so I'm partnered with Starting LA and
Yeah.
Sunset Rooftop. And so Sunset Rooftop is a rooftop restaurant that has as well. And then I'm partnered with Legacy Lounge, which is the first black owned
Mm.
hookah lounge in LA. And then I'm also partnered with Twins Hookah, which is also Twins Barbecue, and that is a black woman owned hookah lounge and restaurant as well.
Black on, black on. You better do
Yes,
it. Boy.
yes, yes.
You don't support our people. What's wrong with them?
I don't know. It's crazy
Hey,
because like I'm
we
not,
getting there.
but I'm an avid black business supporter.
Absolutely.
Out of my way to do that.
We getting there. So, is there other ways that your business can reach people that are not inside of those like the LA area? Like, how can they like get like your business?
Definitely, I am open to doing like virtual karaoke parties.
Mm-hmm.
That you know with COVID and everything happening, that became a big way for people to connect was doing virtual things. So
Hmm.
it's one of the things that I offer. I do also offer party games, so visual party game as well. That's one of the things I forgot to mention. Um, in Hollywood, we do a Hollywood video arcade. So um, I offer games for that as well. So
Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. We coming to the end.
okay.
When it comes to the music and it comes to businesses, being your own boss, what's some information? What can you tell someone out there for both rap and the men, like how to take care of themselves mentally and what to expect starting out?
Um, there are gonna be people that cannot see your vision.
Mm,
And you have to ignore the naysayers and just believe wholeheartedly that you know what you're doing, that the idea that you have been given is something that's gonna come into fruition in your life. You have to believe that wholeheartedly and not let anyone discourage you from doing what you have set yourself out to do. And the second thing is make sure that you rest. You have to rest because, as I said, you can't pour from an empty glass. And I think one of the most important things is that in those moments when you really, really don't want to take care of yourself, that's when you need to take care of yourself the most.
amen.
That's when you need to do it the most. So don't slack in those moments. So
There you have it. Sweet. Straight to it. Purity, my black sister. Yeah, we've been friends for a minute. This
yes,
was an honor
sir.
to have you. Everyone who's going to view this is definitely going to love it and enjoy it and definitely get a piece of information and a piece of mind. So, with that being said, that concludes another episode of Let's Talk About It. Don't forget, you can catch me on any social media platform with the shorts. I'll leave it in the description below. And tune in for new episodes every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. With that being said, I'll see ya when I see ya. Miss ya. Peace.